3, 2, 1, go!
Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and today we are coming to you from Ferrum, where the Psychic type mines are trying to lock up a place in the Masters 8, as the standalone Swarm are going to try and play spoiler. They're starting out with Excelgor and Sanduscorch. It is Rapidash and Bronzong starting out for the Psychic types, and immediately Excelgor with a super effective sludge onto Rapidash, even gets the critical hit, but Rapidash is able to hold on. Unfortunately, is going to be left poison, though that poison could actually finish it off. Rapidash responding with a headbutt onto Sanduscorch, who flinches, and Bronzong is going to follow it up with the Flame Wheel onto Sanduscorch. Surely should have gone for Excelgor, but here's that poisoning. Rapidash needs to hold on, and does by the tiniest of margins. Excelgor does not finish it off, though. Going for the stomp onto Bronzong, not very effective. And Rapidash is going to set up a Sandstorm. This is actually going to do damage to itself in between turns. Rapidash needs its health restored or to get off the field somehow, as that Dragon Pulse won't affect the Fairy type. Bronzong, though, with the disable, is going to disable Sanduscorch, who we will see struggle in the coming turns. But here is that Sandstorm taking effect over the field, and it is going to eliminate Rapidash. Rapidash isn't actually eliminated by the poison, but the Sandstorm that it's set up itself. That is not the start the Pheromones want, as Exeggutor now comes out, and Excelgor immediately goes for a super effective Fire Pledge onto the Park Grass type, and Sanduscorch still disabled, going for the struggle onto Exeggutor, who's already an easy target with that huge recoil damage on the Sanduscorch though. And Exeggutor's already had enough, going for the Memento. It's going to take itself out of this matchup. This is the perfect start for the Standalone Swarm. They have lost their last 7 games. They have the longest losing streak at the moment in the PokeType League. This is the start they need, as that Moonblast from Bronzong onto Excelgor is a good hit, and that Sandstorm continues to affect the Bug type, so it won't affect the Steel type. Bronzong as Starmie comes out for the Pheromones, and Excelgor now with the Gunk Shot, staying on the offensive, going for Starmie here. Starmie's actually able to tank that pretty well, and sets up a Misty Terrain over the battlefield. Now the battlefield will start to get a little bit weird, as the Sandstorm also continues as well, and Sanduscorch continuing with no moves, going for the struggle yet again, this time onto Bronzong, but that recoil damage will take the first Pokemon from the side of the Bug types. That's what the Pheromones need, as an Electrify will fail from Bronzong, and Excelgor continues to take damage from the Sandstorm, as will Starmie as well. And now out comes Golisopod for the Standalone Swarm, as that Supersonic fails from Excelgor. And Starmie's gonna go for the Plain Ice. This is gonna lower those physical stats of Excelgor, lowering that attack stat and that defense stat. It is more of a speedy special attacker, however, as we have Golisopod there going for the not very effective hit on Bronzong, but succeeds in getting it to flinch with that Zen Headbutt. And again, that Sandstorm continues over this field. It feels like it has been lasting for quite some time. It surely must be coming to an end. But first, the Crab Hammer is avoided by Starmie from Excelgor, and Starmie responds with the Uproar. And this is going to finish Excelgor off, eliminating the Bug type. This will level the playing field here, as Golisopod going for the tackle onto Starmie. Gets a good hit with that move, and Bronzong now with the Kinesis onto Golisopod. This is going to lower its accuracy, which could highly benefit the Pheromones. If you cannot hit your opponent, you cannot eliminate them, as Starmie continues to make this Uproar. We have Shuckle coming out for the Standalone Swarm, and Starmie immediately with the Uproar on the highly defensive Rock Bug type. Not very effective there, as Golisopod now sets up the Electric Terrain. This will take the Misty Terrain off the field and replace it with that Electric Terrain that's been set up. This could actually hurt Golisopod in the future, could also hurt Starmie, but first the Triple Axle from Bronzong will only hit Shuckle once, and Shuckle responds with a Metal Claw onto Starmie, doing very minimal, not very effective damage. Starmie continuing with this Uproar though. It is going to go for Golisopod this time. Gets a really good hit there on the Water Bug type, who responds with the Assurance, but Starmie avoids what would have been a super effective attack. And now Bronzong setting up for the Meteor Beam. It is going to boost its special attack in this turn. See if it can connect with the Meteor Beam in the next turn, but Shuckle, knowing its role, being the highly defensive Pokemon, goes for the Coaching. This is going to boost Golisopod's attack and defense stat, as Starmie finally calms down and now goes for the Smoke Screen. This Smoke Screen will connect and lower Shuckle's accuracy. Golisopod though responding for its side with the multi-hit move Icicle Spear, going for Bronzong here. It's got 2, surely has to try and get all 5 here on the highly defensive Pokemon, but only gets 3 with that not very effective move. And Bronzong will be able to finish off the Meteor Beam, but Shuckle avoids the move. That is fantastic, as Shuckle now, with the Rock Polish, is going to boost its speed a great deal, as Starmie now with the Water Gun, heavily resisted there by Golisopod, but its emergency exit ability is activated, so it goes back to the bench, and Volcarona comes out in its place. Bronzong now going for the Screech, trying to lower those heavy defenses that Shuckle has. There is 230 base defense, 230 base special defense. A Starmie now with the Fire Pledge, going for Shuckle, trying to capitalize on that bug typing, but a Meteor Mash now from Volcarona onto Bronzong is resisted there by Bronzong, who goes for the Power Whip, but Volcarona avoids that attack, allowing Shuckle to go for the Crush Grip here onto Starmie. Very minimal chip damage, as the electricity will disappear from the battlefield. I'm sure Starmie is grateful for that. Now going for the Gust onto Shuckle. That Rock typing providing a lot of resistances for Shuckle, as an Aqua Ring is set up by Volcarona, surrounding itself with that Veil of Water, and Bronzong is going to hide underwater, setting up for a dive, going for yet another 2-turn move, as that Peck is avoided by Starmie. Starmie now going for the Lock On, concentrating in here onto Volcarona, see if it can connect in the next turn here, as that confusion is avoided by Bronzong from Volcarona, allowing Bronzong to go for the dive, and this will eliminate Shuckle with that super effective move. Shuckle is taken out of this matchup, and the Pheromones have taken the lead. Golisopod coming back onto the field now, and Starmie with the Heat Crash onto Volcarona. That Fire typing helping to resist, but it's left Starmie with the burn here. Now Volcarona with the Spore is going to put Bronzong to sleep. Bronzong has been in this matchup since the beginning, almost coming up on 7 minutes now, as it is able to avoid a Rock Slide from Golisopod, but it will connect with Starmie. Doesn't finish the job, but Starmie with that burn, surely that will finish it here. But first, Volcarona's Veil of Water is going to restore a little bit of health, and here is that burn from the Flame Body, eliminating Starmie. We are now down to a 3 versus 3 battle, as Slowbro comes out for the Pheromones, and immediately Volcarona throws out some spikes. So whoever comes out last for the Pheromones should surely land in them. That Venom Drench will fail from Golisopod, and Bronzong has woken up and immediately going for the Air Cutter. Will hit both Bug-type Pokemon, and Golisopod holds on after that super effective move, and Slowbro now with the Roar will send Golisopod back to the bench yet again, and out in its place comes Pinsir, being dragged out onto the field. That Veil of Water yet again restoring the health of Volcarona here, who goes for the Mud Shot onto Bronzong, and Bronzong is eliminated with that super effective move. The Sandaline Swarm have taken the lead, and Pinsir following it up with the Electro Ball will get the super effective hit there onto Slowbro with that Part Water type, and who responds with the Confusion onto Volcarona, gets a good hit on the Bug Fire type, who continues to restore its health with that Veil of Water, and it will be Mr. Orion as the last Pokemon for the Pheromones coming out, landing in those spikes, and Volcarona going for the double team, going to boost its evasiveness here. This is really smart in this late stage of the game. There's Pinsir now going for the Draco Meteor, but Mr. Orion avoids it and goes for the Mega Kick, but Volcarona avoids that after the double team, as Slowbro sets up for the Quiver Dance here. There is so much happening right now. Slowbro boosting its special attack and special defense, as well as that speed stat, as Volcarona continuing to restore health in between turns. And is going to go for the super effective payback onto Slowbro here, capitalizing on that Psychic typing, and Pinsir's going to follow it up with the Hyper Beam. And Slowbro holds on after that huge move. The Charge Beam, another move yet again being avoided by Volcarona, avoiding the Iron Head as well. That double team is paying off greatly for the Fire-type Pokemon, who goes for the Sludge Bomb here onto Mr. Orion. A fantastic hit as Pinsir has to recharge. The Frost Breath, another move avoided by Volcarona, and the Iron Defense now being set up by Slowbro. If you can't take out the Fire Bug, you might as well boost those defenses, because you will surely be taking some hits. Volcarona yet again restoring its health. That Aqua Ring setup earlier has been fantastic, as a Struggle Bug will hit both Psychic types and eliminate Slowbro. It is super effective on both of them, as we just got our very first time winning. Slowbro is taken out of this matchup, and Pinsir is going to follow it up with the super effective Throat Chop to get the victory. The Sandalwood Swarm have ended their losing streak in fantastic fashion with a victory over the Pheromones. That is not what the Pheromones needed, as this will drop them out of the Masters 8 into 9th place, and next round they will actually be facing the side who are sitting in 8th. That is the Olivino, who have lost all their momentum, whereas the Santorin Swarm with a massive victory. Their next matchup though will be against the Opelousas Draconids. It only gets harder from here, but our very next game will be the Coney Spring, who are trying to work their way into the Masters 8, but do for combats need to get away from that bottom position on the leaderboard. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.